The one part I liked about design day was a part that you could make a mistake on that moment, and by the time you have your job and you already have experience with that, you know what things are not right.
Exactly. So this was keep going. Yeah, for sure.
And then let's say you're with another, like with a student, and then once you get to your job, you have that same person on the job, and they're your coworker or your partner. The moment you work with them, you know how they think, and by the moment you're doing a decision, you know what will fit most for them.
Wow, Godwin, I feel like you should be leading professional developments for adults across the nation. Because what you just said was something that a lot of adults, we have to learn. You're right. How do our teammates work? How do they think about certain things? And therefore, how can I collaborate with them? So that's amazing. That's a very profound takeaway. So, wow, I'm like totally shocked. I don't even know if I'll be able to articulate myself the rest of this interview. Thank you for that note. Kimberly, what about you? What was new for you? What was novel about the Design Day experience for you? Or what did you notice maybe for the first time ever on Design Day?
What I really liked about it is that I'm not a very talkative or interactive person. So I thought it was really nice how everyone was helping each other, because everybody there didn't know each other at all. It was just everybody's first time. But they were all managing very well to make friends.
Yes.
Friends and collaborating with each other.
Wow. And so that's something that I even wondered how everybody would do, because remember when you guys were there, like after you registered, you guys were just for the rest of the day pretty much separated from all of your classmates. So, and you maybe even traveled there that day with people that you weren't best friends with as to begin with. So this was a day of collaborating. And for somebody that is a little bit more quiet, do you think that you were able to see a side of yourself, Kimberly, that you didn't really know existed? I'm wondering, did that shock you, Kimberly, how well you were able to participate with other people?
It did a little bit, because like I said, I'm not very talkative with other people, and I tend to say a few words but not a lot. And so I found it really nice to interact with people that I didn't know at all.
Wow. Thanks for that. And that's something that teachers often say. They say, I never knew that this student had this other side to them, and they're able to see that. So thank you for sharing that. It's good to hear from a student that that's also how you felt about it. All right. So let's see, Jonathan, have we heard from Jonathan yet? Jonathan, so this is to Jonathan, and we've heard from Godwin and Joselle. What would you tell somebody who's never attended Design Day? What would be something that you'd want them to know?
I think that I would say to them is that to be themselves and to not worry about nothing, just be themselves and try to help the people who you're working with.
And why would that be important to just be yourself on the day of?
Because in Design Day, when you try to come up with ideas, people have the people you're partnered with, they have a lot of ideas, and you want to be a part of that idea stuff. So you talk to your people, and you try to make up this whole thing, a plaza of that we did.
Exactly, because, and this is kind of what Kimberly was saying, like we realize in group work the strength of our own voice, and how when we participate, it's important. That one thought that we were like, does it matter if I share it? We see it in the final design, and we realize that was such an important part of the final design that it was worth it to speak up, and that it was needed for us to speak up. So thank you for that, Jonathan. Thank you for bringing that up as well, Kimberly. All right, who have I not heard from yet other than Ms. Correa? George, have I heard from you yet? Joselle, have I heard from you? All right, Don't be shy, don't hold back. What does our audience need to know about Design Day?
Well, it was amazing, but I loved it. the fact that you could work together and build something from the ground up, like they gave you just a bunch of materials, and then you just don't know what to do with it yet, right? You have one common theme throughout the whole thing, and then what you do is that you gotta work together as a team to go to build it up, then to make something nice. I'm very optimistic and outgoing, so I was trying to help lead. There's a lot of other kids trying to help lead, so really there's a bunch of kids who are really high spirited, all trying to lead at one time. It could be bad, but it can also be really good because we all have really big ideas, and we ended up doing really well. We made an amazing thing, and it's an amazing experience. So
thank you for that.
Go.
And I agree, George. Your group really did a great job of collaborating. There was such good energy. You guys were all willing to definitely. I think it may have been your comfort zone to be with extroverted, but I did still see that there was so much collaboration. So thank you for that note. And then Joselle, I'm gonna challenge you to tell us. Did you have some? What tip would you share to adults participating in Design Day? What would you want to tell the volunteers from your perspective as a student? What tip would you share or advice would you share with the adults?
To think smarter, not harder.
Okay. And what do you mean by that?
Collaborate with other people. Mm-hmm. Don't just work by yourself in your own little corner. Work with other people, collaborate with them, solve problems with them, build something that you could never imagined of. And once you're out of that stage, try to think that no one's there. You're just talking to an empty wall with nothing on it. It's like you're practicing some sort of script.
Right. So just make sure that you're able to be yourself and make sure that you're able to collaborate. But then when it comes to stepping outside of your comfort zone, just pretend like nobody's there and just be yourself as if you're very comfortable. Thank you for that. I appreciate that.